Good morning, students. From few classes, we are discussing the chapter diversity, and last class we complete the fourth kingdom called the Plantia, and also complete the two phylum of the animal kingdom, Porifera and Coelenterata. And in the Porifera, I had tell you that the Porifera, its name cleared that it has a porous-like body, and the whole body is filled with the small pores, so that is called the porifera, and it needs a strong substratum to attach to the earth's surface or the ground. And that's example was the Shikon, and that was the cellular level organization, non-motile, attached to substratum and covered with the hard exoskeleton, and mostly are marine. And also I had to tell you that the in Coelenterata, cavity is present in the body. Diploblastic means presence of the ectoderm and endoderm. And acoelomate means the no but true body cavity, and in that example was the coral reefs, which are always present in the group or colonies, and hydras, which are always present in the solo or single mode. Third phylum of the animal kingdom is the Platyhelminthes. Third phylum is the Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes. It includes the flatworm. Flatworm means flat body. It is a triploblastic. It means that the presence of the mesoderm, endoderm and ectoderm layer. So it is triploblastic. Next is the acoelomate. Acoelomate means no true body cavity present. Bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means body is divided into two equal halves, that we call bilateral symmetry. Next is the dorso-ventrally flat, means body is completely attached with the dorso-ventrally. Back side is called dorsal side, and for front side is called ventral side. So body is dorso-ventrally flat, means thickness is not much, so it is called dorsal ventrally flat. Dorso-ventrally flat. Either free living or parasite. It may be free living or parasite. Parasite means it depends on the other animal for their nutrition, and it neither harm to that of the animal. So it may be free living or parasite. Example is planaria and tapeworm. Examples are planaria. Also last phylum we had discussed this planaria. Body is bilateral symmetry, means body is divided into two equal half of the body of that animal. Triploblastic, acoelomate, all that characteristics are found in the planaria. So planaria I put in this Platyhelminthes phylum also. And next is the tapeworm. Fourth phylum is the nematoda. It always present in the human body and present in the stomach. Example is Ascaris. It has two structure, one is the male and another one is the female. The body is too much folded in the male character. Means this length is much folded than this, so this shows it is a male character, and this one is the female character. Means body of female ascaris is less folded than the male ascaris. Body of male ascaris is much folder. The lower part of the body of the ascaris is male is the much folder. So its body is short, and male ascaris body is short and folded. Means male ascaris body is the short and folded. Folded means this part is folded, and female ascaris is long and straight. Long and straight. Okay, and body type is the cylindrical. Body is cylindrical. Okay, next is the cylindrical is in round shape. Roundworm, its body is cylindrical, not in the ascaris. Ascaris body is not cylindrical. Triploblastic body is triploblastic, मतलब body is divided into three parts: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Next is the pseudocoelomate. Pseudocoelomate means coelomate is coelom is present but not functional in all types of the examples of this phylum, so it is called the pseudocoelomate. Means development of pseudocoelomate is occurred but it is not functioned properly, so it is called pseudocoelomate. And bilateral symmetry means body is divided into two equal parts. Bilateral symmetry, I already told you in the previous classes, development is a slow process and it is developed and is in the process step by step. So last three phylums are the acoelomate, means development is not more steps are not further increased to the coelomate. So last three are the acoelomate and little development in the nematoda. So it is categorized into the pseudocoelomate. Means coelom is present but not function properly, so it is called the pseudocoelomate. And these are mostly parasitic. Mostly parasitic means it is always depend on the other animal to obtain their nutrition from that body. So it is mostly are parasites. And next is the Annelida. Fifth phylum is the Annelida. Annelida includes the earthworm and leeches. Earthworm and leeches. It includes tick and juice वगैरह found on the animals or buffaloes like animals. Their body contain large amount of leeches, and these leeches receive blood, take bloods from that animal for their nutrition. It is a triploblastic. From that phase, from that phylum, we starting from the triploblastic, and then further all animals are triploblastic because development are in progress. Development already started in that of the triploblastic animals, so this process is always increases, and this triploblastic are further all present in all types of phylums after Annelida. So this is a triploblastic, and this is a coelomate. means true coelom is present, means true body cavity is present. True body cavity develops or presents. Okay, from this annelida, next further phylums always a coelomate because body is developed into the coelomate category. Okay, next is bilateral symmetry, means body is divided into two equal parts. Bilateral symmetry. Fresh water and marine water, it is present in both type of water. It present in both fresh and marine water, also on land. Means it is more developed coelomate present, and it develops in fresh water, marine water and land. Means three phase of development starts from this Annelida phylum. They have segmented body. They have segmented body, means body is divided into many segments. They are segmented body. So earthworm moves on land this phase, which one segment pushes the another segment to move in the forward direction or backward direction. So this segment is help in the movement. And sixth one is the arthropoda. Arthropoda is the largest group of animals includes, means arthropoda is the largest group of animals, large group of animals found in the phylum Arthropoda. Many types of Kira-Makoda found in the earth are included in the phylum Arthropoda. Next is the Arthropoda. Also we called Kira-Makoda. Kira-Makoda. Joint appendages, you already see the examples around your surrounding. Kira-Makoda include joint appendages. Joint appendages means pairs of legs present in the Kira-Makoda. Segmented bodies. Segmented body. Open circulatory system. Open circulatory system. Circulatory systems means we circulate the blood all over the body. And two types of circulatory system is one is the open circulatory system and another one is the closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory systems means the body develop another organ to close their system. For example, heart. Heart is the closed circulatory system because it is divided into four chambers. Two upper chamber, two lower chamber. This one is called auricle, this one is called ventricle. And this is divided into right and this one is the left. The open circulatory system means body. In body, blood is present, but it is in open circulatory system. There is not particular place to store the blood in the body. So it is called open circulatory system. Next is it is triploblastic, means divided into three parts. Triploblastic, ectomeso and endo. Coelomate, already told you that when development starts, it is further increases. Further is started already. So last phylum is the also triploblastic coelomate. So this is also triploblastic and coelomate. And it is a bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. And I also tell you that this is the largest group of animal. They are largest group of animals. Okay, so this is the first phylum of animal, which includes the largest group of animal, is called the Arthropoda. So this sixth phylum is completed, and next phylum we will discuss in the next class. Thank you for today.